Hey you guys, my name is Courtney Jay and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Courtney Jay and this is my channel, Casually Me. If you are a returning subscriber family member, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking about how good it feels to let go when you finally let go. If you haven't already, make sure you tune into my previous video where I talked about the power of choices, how it's time to start life over, and things of that nature. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you can stay tuned for when I go on live streams. I like to go on live streams every now and then, and they're pretty dope, so you should tune into that too. And this video was inspired actually by a talk that I had in one of my live streams. And I noticed that over the past few days, I've just felt really amazing because I felt like I just got a lot of extra weight off of my shoulders. And I just wanted to share some of my realizations with you guys. And, you know, we're all on this growing journey together. Everything that I share comes from my own personal experiences, of course. Me reading books, me tuning into certain people, and things like that. I just like to fuel my mind with different things to help me navigate through my own personal journeys. And if I'm able to share that with you guys, then I'm going to do it, you know? It is currently raining in the city of Atlanta today, so if you hear any rain, we just have some extra sound therapy to go along with the video, so that's always good. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video. So in typical Courtney fashion, I like to start things off with asking a self-reflective question. A lot of the times we do have to look within ourselves to be aware of what is it within us that may attract certain things repeatedly, why we go about things a certain way, things of that nature. So in regards to letting go, we have to ask ourselves, why is it hard for us to let things go? Why is it hard for us to let people go? Why is it hard for us to let places go? Food, drinking, any substances, just the whole nine, situations, conversations, disagreements, whatever. We have to reflect on why we genuinely struggle with letting things go. And a lot of it stemmed from how we all grew up. Everybody grew up differently. You may have grown up in a household where people were emotionally mature, so you didn't really notice too much of people holding on to things they effectively communicated. Or when it comes to people, you were probably raised around people that had very high self-esteem, so you never experienced low self-esteem like that. So if something doesn't resonate with you, you know to just go ahead and cut that and dead that because you have high self-esteem or whatever the case may be. There might be places that you go to that you feel attached to because of some history or it's helping you cope with things. Who knows? That is a journey that you have to personally go on within yourself. That's another form of like shadow work. And sometimes you just need to meditate. You may need to speak to someone that you trust, someone that may have a bit more spiritual insight on things. You may need to read books. Books is honestly the key. I always read a bunch of books whenever I go through certain shifts in my life. And the books will give me so much clarity on different things. Highly recommend reading books. Find a book, come across a book to help you figure out more about yourself and things of that nature. Watching videos may be able to help. There's different sources to go about figuring out the why within your own self-discovery. If you have a therapist, you know, that can always help. Once we figure out our why we struggle to let these things go, now we can go into the next part. So the next part is you want to ask yourself, what are your needs? Are your needs truly being met in any of the situations? A part of you thinks you're getting what you need, so you stay. When breadcrumbed, for example, or when receiving temporary fulfillment at the places with certain people, etc., If you still feel unfulfilled, then that means you're really not getting what you need, even though your brain is tricking you into thinking that you are. Which then means that you're not satisfied with the results or how your life may be going. So acknowledging what your needs are is very, 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 very important. I think when you go back to number one, reflecting on why it's hard for you to let things go, in the midst of that, you will come into awareness of what your needs are as well. There's something that is missing that you're not receiving in places with connections and, in any scenario. If you are not satisfied with life, if you're not satisfied with the results, that is a big indication that you're not getting what you need. If you have a hard time letting somebody go because they're breadcrumbing you, you're subconsciously sticking around because of the breadcrumbs, because of the manipulation that comes with breadcrumbing. It's something that's keeping you there. You think you're getting what you need, but the whole time you're only receiving what you need by probably like 5%. Then it's like, where's the other 95%? And then it's like, are you meeting your own needs? You have to know what your needs are in order for this to even make sense and work. And that's what that self-discovery helps. Like, everything is a circle and ties into each other. When you know what your needs are, you're not going to tolerate anything that you know is not going to give you what you need. You're not even going to do that to yourself. You're not going to go to the place that helps you cope with your feelings, even though you leave feeling even more unproductive or energetically depleted. When you know what your needs are, you're not going to feed your body things that you know will make you feel sick. When you know what your needs are in relationships, you're not going to stick in relationships that are unhealthy to you and you're questioning yourself. And also, you shouldn't even want to be in any dynamic where people don't even want you to operate off of your needs either. If you yourself, if you are the type of friend, lover, family member, whatever, if you don't go around treating people as if they shouldn't honor their needs, you shouldn't let nobody treat you as if you shouldn't honor yours. That's not how life is supposed to go. That's not very kind. Okay? Moral of the story, figure out what your needs are, discover them, honor them, and you won't deal with any BS. And that can help you with letting things go, because you're going to let go of all of the things that don't give you what you need. If you can give it to yourself, you're not going to tolerate anything else that's not a reflection of what you can give to yourself. And the next step, after we've asked ourselves, why is it hard for us to let go? We go down that discovery. Then the next, we discover our needs. Now we can go to acknowledging your needs not being met, and then choosing to let go for you, and then be patient with the journey. Now that is heavily important. Actively had to go through that. You have to allow yourself to feel the emotions that come with the journey of letting things go, especially if you struggled with letting things go. Some things are able to be overcame more quickly than other things. Some things may take a bit longer to get over. As long as you allow yourself to go through that process, then you good. So be patient with yourself, right? And then finally take on the energy of, I know what my needs are, I'm acknowledging them. If something or anything comes to you and you are 100% confident in the fact that this is not in alignment, you're going to feel so happy by just choosing you, choosing your needs. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a beautiful thing. It's time to step into your power. Not being afraid of your power. Not letting anybody manipulate you or intimidate you into not being in your power. It takes power to let things go, because you know that there's more on the other side of that door that's more in alignment for you. You don't have to cause pain by keeping things in anymore. You don't have to do that to yourself. And last but not least, we can finally let go and be empowered in abundance and forgiveness. And I say abundance and forgiveness because, one, it's important to forgive. You have to forgive people. You have to forgive yourself. I think practicing forgiveness more, acknowledging that that needs to be a thing, I think helps in any scenario of growth. Forgive yourself for going to the places that you know aren't good for you. Forgive yourself if you know that you ate something that was going to hinder your health plans. Forgive yourself for calling that dude back. Forgive yourself for calling that girl back. Forgive yourself for doing anything that went against your whole being. Forgive those people for doing you a certain way that you know you wouldn't do to them. Forgive everything. And once you forgive and really consciously practice forgiveness every day, you can literally feel your body be light as a feather. You can feel it in your chest. You feel it in your heart. You won't feel the tension. You won't feel the heaviness when you forgive. And in regards to letting go and being empowered in abundance, it's knowing that there's always another person. There's always another place. There's always another thing. And the other people, the other places, the other things are in alignment of you. They're in alignment of your needs. They're in alignment of your values. You're going to be surrounded by people that pour into you. You're going to go to places where you feel energetic and happy when you leave out of there, not questioning your existence. You're going to attract so much into your life because you know there's always so much more. You're not holding on to someone or something because you think this is it, this is all I got, because that's not true. Your brain will try to lie to you and tell you that, but it's not true. Don't believe that. Letting go may seem scary because we've been programmed to hold on to things, but letting go is actually necessary a lot of the times, and it's not as hard as our brain may trick us into thinking. There's so much more abundance on the outside of the door, and once you finally get to that point, you will experience how good it feels, how better you feel, and it's just a beautiful experience overall. Also, give yourself a pat on the back for even getting on this journey. Having to hold yourself accountable while holding other people accountable, and then forgiving them, forgiving yourself, and moving on in life because you have an abundant mindset. Guys, that is such a courageous, powerful thing to do at any age. And it's a part of life to understand that. I genuinely believe that when you don't let things go fully, it shows in how you act, what you post online, how you post things online, how you talk, how you view things, everything. Like that animosity and stuff be deep. For real, for real. Or when you go to like those places, you know, you might talk so much ish about it, but you still go there because you got some type of attachment or something to that place, knowing it's not good for you, knowing that you're not prospering there, knowing it's just lowering your energy. Everything is energy. Let's not forget. Give yourself a pat on the back for going through that journey. A lot of people are not aware of the journey, or they are almost there, whatever. But if you are currently in it, acknowledge that too, because that takes a lot to unlearn things to better yourself in all aspects of life. So with all that being said, ladies and gents, give yourself the opportunity to go through the journey of finally letting things go so that you can feel good. You deserve to feel good. Let go in abundance and forgiveness. If anything in this video resonated with you guys, please feel free to comment that below. I would love to know. And again, if you haven't tuned into my previous videos, make sure you go and watch those. I talk about the power of choices, how it's time to start a new life, and all things of that great nature. I send love to you. I speak life over you as I speak life over myself. And we're going to continue to be great, amazing beings on this floating rock in the middle of nothing. I love you guys so much. I pray you have an amazing night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time or day that you are watching this. And until next time, my lovelies. Bye.